a professional meeting somewhere in Cinco.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was good teaming up with some old friends in there, and we got some training. And yes, it's always good learning new things and to advance yourself out of new to await opportunities.
Is that the reason why you didn't respond to my check on you text? I sent you text checking on you. Is that the reason?
That was actually, I don't want to say it was actually strange, but I did reply.
No, you didn't reply.
I did. It's just that you now phone friendly, so
No,
you really see people
I was actually checking on you.
because
Usually you check on me. So
yeah.
this
So
time I'll try to pay back. Unfortunately,
after 4 years,
yes.
after four,
Forgive me for that.
ah,
I got a bad phone habit.
and
Eh?
then anytime when sometimes when people when people ignore you, I mean you disorganizing everything over there.
No, I'm trying to check you. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Uh-huh.
sometimes when not necessarily ignore, but sometimes when people don't respond to you, you be like, the person doesn't want to
Who said that?
respond to
Me?
me.
You
Yeah,
seeing it to me? No, I
you
don't see it.
you say
No, no, don't bring what has never existed before. How
you always
so we
come with
offer a new
fights.
week.
Always come with fights.
We offer new week.
Oh, a new week.
Yeah. Welcome.
Yeah, new week is good to be back.
Mm-hmm.
And good afternoon to listeners, our viewers as well. Yes, welcome back to State of the Nation. It always promises to be great on this platform. And thanks to God for life. That's the most valuable gift you can ever have is to have life. When you have life, you have hope. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Mhm. Yeah. So if you have life, you have hope. And yes, the most valuable gift. Every other thing can follow suit. So don't worry about things that you don't have. Yeah. And that's why sometimes people see us so happy and joyful. They say, oh, yeah, she has everything to her disposal. Well, I leave it a bit of joy, but I value life because I have waking up early morning and seeing on Facebook and her on radio that oh yeah, this very good friend is no more. And then I mean it breaks you down and then you say, wow, life is just like a flower today. It is beautiful today and I mean so that's why keep hope alive. Got problems, but I don't, pay attention to them because I cannot solve my problems. I leave them up to God, and He does that for me. So the things that I can do for myself is to go in the market if I have money, buy food, worry on how to manage my coal, my wood, or my gas in my store. Whether I can,
You
be
use
able
all of these things, all of these energies, coal, wood,
wood, coal. I use the
gas,
gas to
electric.
no, stove, yeah, electric and gas as well. But that's not important right now. I'm only telling you
You
that these are
you
things I have control.
you're living your life, man, and you should be thankful to God. These are basic social
I
services and
said wood,
all
coal.
others.
I said wood, coal, electric and gas.
Eh.
So
No,
I
but
beg you.
it's good. It's good.
But that's
And
what I'm saying. I
yeah.
appreciate God a
Mhm.
lot. Yes. And at times we say, oh, at my age, I should be this. So many times, opportunities and stuff like that. And the last time I was nominated by my institution to attend a program in the US, I was actually qualified. I went at the embassy, interviewed by a panel. I mean, 4 or 5 persons interviewed me. I lay all of them down. At the end of the day, I was like, my age. Can you
Mhm.
please plug? Put
So sorry. Mhm.
yeah, I'm sorry. So at the end of the day, my age was just a problem. So, well, my one or two colleagues of mine who were actually they fit within the age range, but because I was there like I was 18 years old or 20, but then I see the other folks. I mean, they are good. in a less space, they are beautiful and stuff like that. So I really felt that I was, younger than, or some of them were even older, than me. But later on, I got to know that my age, the age that people were. So I said, wow. At the end of the day, I didn't make it, and I was in constant communication with my colleague who went represented the institution. She did extremely well. Now she's a fellow, and she continues with the embassy and have a lot of things doing. And I follow her. The last time she was here with your colleague from the Ministry of State, from the young professional. What her name? Sieta, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Madam Sieta. So she was here along with her, and I always check her. Well, even when she was in the US, I arranged an interview with her. I took her on the phone and stuff like that. So I mean, be grateful for what you have. What you don't have, yes, be happy, or else you continue to remain in a state of anger because this one is not working for you. And you have to do. You're not the first person who things are not going well for, but God will always use these things to to make you know that He's. I mean, He's everything. He's bigger than anything that you can ever think of. And yesterday I said in the church, God is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all you can ask for, according to the power worketh in us. The last time I told you, I said, Chief, do you have powers? You got great powers, and you having powers and you do not know that you got power and you have to use it rightly. I have issue with that. I know reality does exist. Is that the right word, right? Yes, but we have faith, which is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. That's Hebrew 11:1. And you need to have faith.
Where did he learn that? In Sunday school?
I You wonder why they for you just so in Hebrew 11:1 says, now faith is a substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Not seen. Yes, but you hope for it. So yeah, that's how I want to start the show today. And I had a wonderful Sunday yesterday. Went to church as usual. I went not as the perfect one. I went as the person who Christ died on the cross for. A very sinful person who always asks God for God's help, God's mercy, and asks and a very simple. You're not asking for someone to sin there. Then that's why you were asking me. So yes, here we are very sinful. Oh, oh my
You
God!
playing for?
No, I'm seeing you and we are sinful. Yeah, except now you want to say, me, I'm different and stuff like that. But on a serious note, it's good to be here back. It's good to be back on State of the Nation. And we're going to have a wonderful time together, and that's how I want to welcome you. So if you are sick, if you are broke, that means you do not have a cent in your pocket to even take the next bite to go somewhere. If you don't even have gasoline in your car. I remember that, some years back when we had to run up and down to get gasoline in the car. But that was years back, and I know all of those things, and I went through it with my family as well. And then if you don't have school fees, sometimes you're going to school, no school fees, and you have to run somewhere to go and cry. Yes, you have to ask for help. You have to those things, people went through it before. You're not the only person. So don't feel abandoned. Don't feel like all is lost because you do not have a job, or you have a job, or you can't even remember when last you took pay. Yes, and you're thinking that friends are far above you. They, they are way in front. They are moving how many miles per hour? They are moving so fast. No, be where you are and hope for the best things happen, and it in the right time, the appropriate time. God knows everything. yes, so that is it. And I feel so good doing this. And yes, so let me rest my body. And I turn to Chief. How you doing? How was your weekend?
I'm good. Except that I got frustrated over the weekend of what I was observing on my farm. If you don't know it frustrated man, this is me. The sun, the hot sun is killing my cocoa. The young plants are barely surviving. Some of them are dying off, and they fading away at a rapid pace. I can't wait for the rains to come. I can't wait. Yesterday I was on the farm and it got clouded, and there was burst of vegetation, especially with some of the farmers there. Unfortunately, it failed to come down. Man, I don't know whether you're experiencing similar thing like what I'm through. Over 4,000 cocoa trees are affected right now, and the leaves are falling down as a result of lack of water. As a result of lack of water, that frustrates me a lot. And if you saw me down the road soliloquizing, is as a result of that. And I can't wait for the rain to come. Maybe tomorrow more will be said on the agro segment. But unfortunately, I can't blame anybody. It's a natural. And I hope that the rains will come soon. In the next day or two, where is Sheikh Sano? Sheikh, you there in the newsroom? You're supposed to be here, but now, so we can talk a little bit about the importance of Ramadan as a Muslim. If you are not, if you are a Muslim or you are a Muslim and not observing Ramadan, what are the punishment for you, or what is that? Interestingly,
What do you mean punishment?
yeah, there should be punishment for you. What are you talking?
Excuse me?
Punishment? You
Punishment?
say you're Muslim and you can't fast and pray. You can't fast.
Wait,
You
wait,
can't
wait.
observe. No?
You're a Christian.
Yes.
And you,
I told you.
sometimes I don't know when last you pay
I
your
told
tithe at
you.
the church.
I told you my first classroom lesson
No.
I ever learned was in an Arabic school.
No.
Eh?
No.
My paternal grandmother was a Muslim,
Don't,
and I learned. No, leave this tithe business. I already told you off air.
No, Chief.
Where no,
all right,
stop
okay,
this thing.
I leave the tithe.
Stop.
I leave the tithe, but you can't. I mean, it isn't appropriate for you to be asking for punishment for.
No, I said what punishment are there? I'm not asking you. If you are a Muslim, you can't fast. Are there punishment for you?
Okay, so if you are a if you are let me ask you now. If you are a Christian and you found sinning, what should we do to you?
No. The question is, what should the Bible do to you or the scripture do to you? Not what should we. You.
Okay.
Eh?
So what should the Bible God do to you?
No, what are you supposed to say? Are there punishment for you for your sin? Yes. For the Bible says, for all have sinned and fall short of the glory. Eh? Yes, they are. And the gift of God is eternal life.
All right.
All you need is to repent. And
But
say, my God, my Creator.
People will repent.
Yes.
I know you are trying to target some group of people.
No, not some group of people.
I know.
Not some
I know you.
Not some
When you
group of
say
people. I'm saying, if you don't fast as a Muslim through all your lifetime,
you are.
are
Why
there
you
punishment?
making it
No,
look so ugly?
I'm not saying this one. No, I know somebody who say they are Muslim. At the end of the day,
The answer. The answer.
I thought Massacre called me. His voice is so tired. Tiring. And what happened? He said, we are in, that the last 10 days now for the month. I said, you Muslim? He said, you can help them to observe. A Baptist deacon is observing the Muslim brothers and sisters to observe the last 10 days of Ramadan.
So, okay. So if you do something, then me not asking, okay, let's look at some of the common sin that you can comment. Tell me.
Common sin?
Yeah,
the only common thing I can comment, my face is always frown up. That's all.
I mean, you don't take
Oh, is that your bagman? That the thing want to say? Please, I beg you, if you don't want to be on air today, just leave. Yeah, I beg you.
Don't take the wire so I can.
Let's take this musical break. When we come back, we talk a lot about what's happening in our country. Yeah, in our country is Hadi Shah. It is all up for you. Holy records. أرحب بك يا شهر رمضان أرحب بك يا شهر رمضان بك أرجي لقاء قرب ربي بك روحي وقلبي قد بصر. And you know, I learned in my Arabic class, way down there in Bakudu, that Ramadan is one of the 5 pillars of the Islamism. It brings you closer to your God and put yourself in a place where you enslave yourself as a means of repenting of all your evil deeds or all telling God thank you or Allah thank you for life.
I welcome you, oh holy man of blessings. And you are seek nearness to my creator. For you my soul and heart has been purified.
My soul is purified, and that's going to be at the end of Ramadan in 1 or 2 days. Either tomorrow or on Wednesday. We're still watching up. Hopefully this evening, those of us who are sympathizers will be watching on to sight the moon. The crescent, that is, not the moon, the crescent. Musa Hassan ability, liability, Siddiqui ability. Musa Kane. What's up about you, Jura Sano? And right here in our newsroom, News and Current Affairs Department, here is Sheikh Sano, an intellectual. Leader upcoming in District Number 2 is an ardent believer of Islamism. Good afternoon to you. Check. Thank you so much. Sheikh is a staffer at the in the News and Current Affairs Department. He lives in District Number 2, a hugely populated Muslim community. Sheikh is here to tell us the importance of Ramadan. Sheikh has, anyone who knows Sheikh has dropped in body size completely as a result of the 30-day fast and prayer. Sheikh, good afternoon once again. How are you?
Yes, like you said, yeah, the last 10 days is kind of intensive, wherein we spend the entire course of the night praying to Almighty Allah, and again when daybreak, we also observe the fast month. So looking at all that, that can also have somehow some level of effect on the body. So you are quite correct when you say my body has already dropped. That's something that.
So usually after the moment, how do you rebuild? You look tiny now, right? I'm looking at how do you rebuild the your morphology?
Yeah, basically rebuilt by observing the 3 meals per day, like the morning, the breakfast, the lunch, and that of the supper. Because of fast morning, you don't have lunch. So what you do, you try to factor into 2: the breakfast early morning, food, and that of the supper in the evening time. So as the fast month finish, then we get to other regular month. Then we bring in the lunch. So bringing the lunch back, that will help to build, our morphology. So that's a strategy.
Okay, all right. So tell me the importance of Ramadan. What I'm a Muslim. Why a Muslim should observe the month of Ramadan?
First and foremost, Ramadan is a pillar of Islam. If you subscribe to the religion of Islam, you have to subscribe to the pillar. You cannot be a Muslim, then you do away with one pillar. So as a Muslim, you have to observe Ramadan. And the 5 pillars of Islam, first and foremost, you give a testimony Then you observe the prayer, the fast daily prayer. Then you observe the 30 days or 29 days of Ramadan as a Muslim. So that it make it most important. So as a Muslim, you cannot live a fast. The only way you will live fast if there's condition attached to it. There's a lot of condition, even though we may not able to delve into those conditions, but condition can, or I can cause for you to live out Ramadan or fasting. But as a Muslim who doesn't have any other problem, you don't have underlying medical problem, it is incumbent upon you as a Muslim to observe fast month.
So can you fast for me? I'm a Muslim. I'm unable because of one or two things. Can you intercede for me?
No, the only way it can be done that except the person is deceived. For example, we are in a fast month and the fast month has not completed and the person having to die, then the family or relative can decide to hold fast for that person. But you cannot be living, then you expect another person to observe fast month for you.
Okay, so Saudi Arabia is reporting evening of Sunday, March 10, 2024 to Tuesday, April 9, 2024. The whole Saudi is reporting that. So hopefully tomorrow we're going to gather at our various prayer centers. Maybe we will move out from our centers and go at open fees or other Wednesday. But come what may, what are your plans for the break of Ramadan? What do we expect of, because that day? Don't tell me say you're not coming to work. Yeah,
I will kind of work. I
yeah.
have to kind of perform a duty early in the morning, then I rush to the prayer ground.
Okay.
But first and foremost, as a Muslim, when you complete your fast month, either the 29 or the 30, there's something, a special charity that is called zakat. This zakat is given in the measurement of the country food stock. In Liberia, our staple food is rice. So you get a zakat in terms of rice. So the zakat, the essence of it is to purify your fast. If you are observing a fast month, there are so many things that you're going to do, or you will mistakenly do, such as you may see something that is not lawful, or you may say something that is not good in Islam. So giving the zakat as a special charity, the prayer day in the morning, that's the first thing that you can do. Then after doing that, then the next one is to prepare yourself and rush to the prayer ground. You go and observe the prayer. You offer your prayer to Almighty Allah, expressing your joy, your happiness that God has given you 29 days or 30 days. You are fast and nothing absolutely can hinder your fast. So you glorify Almighty Allah. After you return from the prayer ground, you also decide to extend a greeting, best greetings to your family member, your relatives, even your neighbors. Your neighbors, you can also extend your greeting to your neighbor.
Okay, so can I join you on that day? Oh, you off? You can hear me? Can you hear me?
No, put it on.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so can I join you on that day to have meal? I didn't fast. I don't want to be like Ansu SELLEE or Atom Masakoi to join in the last 10 days. I didn't fast with you. I didn't start with you. I didn't end with you. I didn't even do midway. Can I have meal with you?
Yeah, you are highly invited. Islam encourages people to invite, even those that are not Muslim. You invite them to have a meal with you. That's the beauty of Islam. Islam cannot put stop to because this guy is not a Muslim, so I don't need a coin. No, Islam is encouraging us to invite whosoever. In as much as the person is your neighbor or your friend, you can call the person to meet with you, to have a meal or eat meal with you.
Okay. All right. So let's wait and see. This evening we all will be watching up, and if we sight the moon, yes, then tomorrow is the D-Day. Check for your intellectualism, for your honor and your dedication to job. I want to play this song for you. It's a treat out for you and your fellow Muslims. And one
Mohammed Traore.
And Mohammed Traore, right?
No, Mohammed and Traore.
And Traore. Okay, they are observing the holy month of Ramadan. One scripture or one surah I so much enjoy in the Holy Quran is don't let your slaves sweat dry when they work for you.
Yeah, the Quran said about it's authentic hadith. Hadith is the tradition of the Prophet Muhammad.
Yeah.
The saying, when the Prophet was alive, he used to say so many things. The revelation used to
And
come
that
from.
goes to the quoted and we let people work in your yard, you don't pay them.
Well, absolutely.
Yeah, it's not
Islam,
good. The Quran speaks against it.
yes, Islam as a whole speak against it. That whenever the person work for you, do not allow the person sort of drop.
Yes.
You got to pay the person. That way, you encourage the person to do more for you.
Thank you so much. This is Still of the Nation, and this is your song.
أرحب بك يا شهر رحمة، أرحب بك يا شهر رمضان، بك أرجي لقاء قرب ربي، بك روحي وقلبي.
Ramadan Mubarak. Holy Sion is son of Dewan district. Good afternoon to you. You listening? And offering special prayer for rains to fall from our plants. The great Sheikh Sano of District Number 2, intellectual and opinion leader upcoming. Congratulations to all of you for holding the fast for 2024. As I said, Saudi Arabia is reporting from Tuesday or evening, Sunday, March 10, 2024 to Tuesday, March 9, 2024. I don't have the authority to announce the break of Ramadan. I'm reading from Saudi Arabia through a Google link. Thank you so much, Sheikh, for coming. I appreciate. You want to say?
Yeah. I want to make statement on the issue of giving an announcement. We have the National Muslim Councils in Liberia that charged with the responsibility to come up with an announcement. Even the moon has been cited, in Liberia, it's all around the world. The National Muslim Council will come out with a definite statement in the evening time, and which of course the entire Muslim in Liberia will have to follow that.
But you heard my disclaimer?
Yeah. Thank you so much for making that disclaimer.
I'm not a Grand Mufti. I'm not even an Imam. So thank you so much for coming. This is State of the Nation. My name is Chris. I'm here with Magdalene. We just want to give you A hats up to the folks, the Muslim brothers and sisters. Atta Massacre is inducted into office tomorrow as Director General of the Bureau of Steady Enterprise. Atta Massacre, congratulations to you. Atta Massacre, from the onset of this platform, State of the Nation, has been serving as technical advisor. Most of the technical issues, most of the researches, Atta Massacre have been helping us and telling us about radio programming. I'm not too big to always learn, and she's not too big to always in the know to be learning. Atta has been in the background most of the time. The last time I ever saw him in these studios was when Joseph Yuma Boaka, candidate of the Unity Party, appeared here. They all collaborated in the studio, and they're now being paid back. Atta takes over tomorrow as director, as head of the Bureau of State Enterprises, and the program is at 12 noon. Two of Joseph Boaka's appointees, two out of the thousands, only two were magnanimous enough to give me personal invitation. The CSA boss, Josiah Jockett Jr. and Atta Massacre were the two, or are the two, that went back into history and said, no, this man or these people might have taken us or helped us to take our first step out of the opposition. They need to be there. Congratulations to you, Atta Massacre.
When you heard it say we.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
You don't want, what is that?
Wait, you say we.
Oh.
You.
So what I say just now?
All right.
Eh?
Let's be dollars.
Because me, I'm very careful. Say we. Yeah, man. So, Atta Massacre, congratulations to you. In the JFET, we're going to be playing host to a Liberian scientist. As a matter of fact, a Kisi man. But he's struggling to impact the Liberian educational sector. Benjamin Wai, where are you? Please listen to the next segment. It's going to educate you. It's going to educate you. So, yeah, Atta Massacre. Atta Massacre is, yeah, you know, you been to his house, right?
Yeah, when? Because he got properties.
No, he got properties. I mean, the one right down Dupero.
Yeah.
Got 6 houses. You see, that is the uniqueness about this man. The man is already established. This man, asset delivery or asset, how do you call it? Declaration is as rich as any other person. This man is not. This man is already established, and I'm not saying this. I've gone there,
just kind of.
And the reason why I decided not to, to be going there. Every time you go, you have to drink a Jack Daniel, and no, I want to be on equal yoke with unbelievers.
The only thing you gotta work on is the farm.
The garden in the banana. There are 3 banana trees standing there. Chris, let me take you to walk on my banana. So this is Atta Massacre, and this is for you.
Them tell you say you can never be the one. God say, make I tell you say that you can choose 1 month, 1 week. You will sing a new song. 2 days, lesser than. Yeah, congratulations, you're in the glory of God. Congratulations, He has done it for you, and you will come back with a new song to sing. God is good. Yes, you will come again with a new song of praise. God is good. Oh, congratulations. Congratulations, say what the Lord has done for you. Congratulations, God is good. Them say that I can never be all that.
Fully Sion, good afternoon to you. Don't rush. We're about to discuss real issues. President Boaka has set up the Ombudsman's office. And any of you who is tuned in, please call Councillor Finlay Kanga and say, listen, between now and 4 o'clock, I got something important to tell you about this Councillor Law, who is appointed as Ombudsman to enforce the code of conduct. Congratulations to you, Ato Siaka Massacre. You know, the last time Ato worked in government, he lost his consultancy just by quoting a former president of the United States on corruption. Then consulting on media relations at the Ministry of Information, he lost his job just by the notice. So now it is all yours, Ato. Go improve yourself at the BSE, Bureau of State Enterprise. So this is the man who I will walk into his office with our announcement. And let me also say, Didi Standema of the Ministry of Finance Development Planning, Assistant Minister for Expenditure. Congratulations. And now Joe Barker, your team is setting up, right? I wonder how many positions are left. Eh? You see, Ebe should have been here today. Ebe should have been here today. He said he wanted to come talk political issue. I gave him the platform. Ebe hasn't come. He hasn't called me.
I know.
No, but seriously, I think almost everything finishing now.
It finishing, no?
There you go. You come for email.
No, but I think there's going to be creation of or establishment of some, positions.
Let me tell you.
They're going to create it.
The executive law of 1973, let me tell you, gave the president power to create any position or any ministry.
Of course.
Let me tell you that.
It's a position.
Oh, you think I'm lying? You think I'm lying? How did Rufus Nouvel become Deputy Minister for Public Affairs at Commerce?
How?
It is the same executive law that Ellie Johnson used.
Of course.
And it is not late. The president will use
power. He got all of the powers. It's impossible.
The president will invoke that executive law of 1973 to create any
more positions. Don't give up more positions.
If he can be Deputy Minister for Radio Affairs. People.
Somebody just come home more copy general. Why is it? It's like I'm the secretary for Abel Blackie.
Well, no, the woman should not blow things out of. Abel is cool. He's calm.
Abel is good.
Let me tell you something. Abel is calm.
The president gotta create. He gotta create.
Oh, you think I'm lying? Executive law of 1973. I will look for the law. I'll look for the specific section.
Everything
gives the power, the president, the power to create a government position. The only thing, it should not happen in the middle of the budget year or at the close of the budget. It should happen at the beginning of the budget year. So all is not lost. But they still got some. They still got no, but it's serious.
It's serious.
I tell myself I gotta go see the president.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're gonna go see the president.
I gotta go see the president.
Yeah, we gotta go.
I don't need to fill in enough form to see this president.
Excuse me, since the president became president, have you not had a private meeting with him yet?
No, I decided to allow him.
Oh no. Then I got issue with you. This is a president who took phone and called you. Made the call, you returned. This is a president. The last time we had an interview here, this is a president We hosted riot and the whole
That
thing
broke
was
down the
locked
CDC.
down.
That whole Pillsbury Cellular Bureau. That broke the back of the
Let them
CDC.
pay us,
That is me. Who moderated that platform? Yes. This is me who that president told me that he would have visited me on my farm for to have one or two drink or palm wine.
No, I'm really surprised that up to now you have not had the opportunity.
No, it is not disrespect. It is, you know, that's why I've sat here to inform the Liberian people that we know that I don't want to say we that the president is on call a 90-day deliverable. I don't shy away promoting this president, but frankly, I've never ever booked an appointment. Book an appointment to go and see this president. I'll make the invitation. Go to Bombay Hills. He'll be there. He will see you easily. I said, no, you people. Since some of you just came in this mission for job, you go ahead. When you get a job, you don't come back to where you all started. You go ahead, Deborah. Deborah, you if you don't get a job in this Kissy government, then.
So maybe I will not be on radio now.
Oh, you will not be on radio?
No, we just lost our late sister this morning. I just get
sorry. I see. Sorry, yeah?
Yes, home after they said somebody was asking for him. We lost our little sister. We just about to go bury and I left because my children will be coming from school.
Sorry, ma'am. Sorry. I'll call you right after the show.
You have my sympathy, yeah?
Thank you.
We'll talk to you later.
That's our ambassador, female ambassador, still of the nation.
Oh man.
That replaced David Coty. Sorry about that.
David Coty, you what?
Sorry about that David Coty business. If you don't stop it, I will either leave you on the show or you leave me on the show. That man be by himself.
No, you can't treat people on a bestie like
no,
that.
No, you don't. What are you talking?
Yeah, you can behave like that. Yeah. On a bestie.
So
we end the discussion here.
Which discussion?
The president too powerful. He can create any position.
Oh yeah, so we'll do the research and bring the law. It is based on that law that President SELLEE appointed Rufus Nuve as Deputy for Public Affairs. You ever heard that position?
No.
Rufus Nuve served as Deputy Minister for Public Affairs, Minister of Commerce.
Yes.
Minister of Commerce.
Yeah, you mean the lawmaker that was beating in district area, right?
No, I mean the Chief of Protocol, former Chief of Protocol, former lawmaker.
Former lawmaker.
Our friend
our panelists on the anti-drug awareness. Who had forgotten to be coming back on it.
Yeah, Rufus Nuve. Yes.
Lord.
That's why you just jumping here and there. You think one thing. The news are coming for you people, And some of you will bow your head down to look in our faces. What wrong with you? Didi Sanema, you are appointed as Assistant Minister for Expenditure. Congratulations to you. This appointment came so close. Didi and I, we are family members. Besides that, we are neighbors. And congratulations to you. A technician. Waka Kamara, you've got a technician, and as I posted this afternoon, I placed my neck on a chopping board.
That's risky, you know.
Yes. This man.
You go too far.
Yes. Why you go too far? You don't know the person you're talking about. I know this man.
I know you can send brush for him, that his character, he is a man of integrity, but nowadays to put your head on the chopping board.
Yes. I don't do it for any other person. You don't see me say. There are two persons I can vouch for now.
Who?
Mo Ali and Didi Sanema. Manozad.
Mo Ali?
Manozad.
Okay.
My hands are off.
Wow. So let me say congratulations to our relations ambassador, Pastor
really?
Patoman. He's a
winner. I saw your post. I thought you were joking.
I'm not joking. The man has been appointed
chair of the Joseph Boakai Foundation.
Yeah, chair of board of directors.
Board of directors.
Yes.
A
big position.
But the state of the nation has produced men and women.
And the Mr. Gui Kwokwa
is also appointed.
Is appointed. I mean, the men on the anti-drug show.
Yeah.
Panelists. Chief.
But what's going on? We just be creating people.
Chief, I think I did serious.
Enough is enough. Enough is it. When you're not sitting on the show this week, I'm going to see the president. I'm very serious about this. I'm very serious.
I need to post. I need to do your own post. I keep it doing other. I keep it doing other post. I get to my boyfriend post.
Yeah, but yeah, man.
Yeah,
Hold on now.
Too much. The president must create.
It'll be deputy minister except for radio affairs.
For you, Abel?
And two different.
Abel?
No, Abel is.
He can be ambassador at large. They can be having.
Somebody just posted here. Abel should go as ambassador. Let me see. What is it? Somebody just posted here. Let me see. Roll it down. Roll it down. Roll it down. Let me see. Go up. I just saw Abel Plaki can be ambassador. Yeah.
No, it's way down. I saw it way down. In any county, this person
said, yeah. Chief Abel Plaki can be ambassador in any country.
Oh, country, yeah.
So there is still
position. Oh yeah, of course.
Maybe so. No, nice.
I thought the person you making fun, but it's Guinea.
You know, Abel was in a.
Guinea.
Sorry that you bereaved today. Sorry you bereaved. Let me distress you. Abel was in a medical, the beautician shop, doing his medical to go for confirmation when the news broke. So he now completed the medical. He just walked out.
He now walked out done. My God.
If you look at Abel's top now, one is clean, one foot is clean, the rest. There you go. You guys suffer for you. You suffer for it. To be frank.
Let me best. Like even when they want to let you say best. You best.
Yeah.
But Chief, where are we now? We still on the president must create position.
Yeah, but you're not needed to hear that. Yeah.
No, the president cannot create position. We waiting.
Somebody finished saying the same thing again.
Yeah.
Chief President, we are appointed Grace Tao as assistant minister for rebranding. Yes.
Yeah.
I had interaction with her doing
the
transition.
Okay.
Right? Or went to information.
Okay.
I don't know where this problem came from. All of us, all those who serve in a cluster group at their respective areas, the guy appointed. But our own, everybody appointed in the communication. Nobody was in the cluster group.
You expecting something?
I thought you have been praying for me.
Yeah, I asking you. Is that when you intervene when you ask a question again? Is that when I ask you a question that you want deep beyond my deep?
No, man. You can't be asking what I expecting.
You don't answer question.
So why would you tell me say what I expecting something?
You're expecting something?
Okay, let me take.
You always telling me say you're a shy person.
Yeah, let's talk.
And I'm trying that get you crowd with sheep.
Let's talk God fair through, yes. Okay, so we have to take this. Yeah, but we gotta go to Orange.
No, forget it. Orange. No. Orange is Liberia's #1. We will go. Look. So I just wanted him to tell me the truth. I wanted him to be very realistic enough to tell me, yes, I was expecting something. So, to President Bouaka, to Keke Bouaka, this message is going out to you. Chris SELLEE was expecting, and he's still expecting. Yes.
Can you hold everything when we're meeting now? No. You see?
No, please. I want to talk it because I'm going to eat crab with she face here. And you know the rest of the story.
The guest is when we finish the guest, we'll come back. Yeah.
No, it will be very cool.
You come back.
It will be very cool. So the thing here is that we're waiting to see a knee on the e-marshal.
Somebody just said it one here.
Yeah, what?
No, somebody. No, they're not.
That money.
No, wait. They're not mobile money business, man. Somebody just say they will get on their knees to greet you, yeah. Who is that person?
Who will get on their knees?
You are a potential chief of office staff. If that announcement is made, thank you. They will get on their knees.
All right. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
You know.
But the fight, I like you. I appreciate you so much. You've been so calm. And yeah, sometimes it's but you've been so calm. You don't make it look like it's a breath right, and you must.
Let me tell you what somebody told me. or the last time when I went to my break. Say every time they make an appointment, you sit down and talk on the radio like you know everybody's background. And it is not hurting you. We here in Tottenham, bro, we are waiting. When will we hear your name? I said, look, let me tell you. You don't, I don't, Magdalene doesn't have control over a presidential appointment.
Yeah.
What I have control over is when I go on the farm like yesterday, I was so mad. I pointed at one of the roosters. I said, y'all kill it. Let me eat it. Yeah, that's what I have control over.
Yeah.
Even at that, it is God first. So we are about to take a break. You have 1 minute break. When we come back, we talk to Sir Alfonso Taylor, Master of Philosophy in Science Education, laboratory expert, author of chemistry and biology books, manufacturer of lab apparatus and reagent, a scientist, a Liberian scientist. Yeah, a Liberian scientist. Before we do that, Mr. Benedict School of Professional Journalism, on the 19th of April, we'll let out its second class. And modalities are now being worked out. Planning is taking place. District number 7 representative, Bon County, Foley Fambule, has consented to serve as guest speaker. Representative Clarence Gare of Magibi has accepted to grace the occasion. And the list goes on and on. We'll be honoring people.
We'll have their names here.
Their names.
All of the letters.
Let me just name one person who is going to be honored. The honor list will come. Is Anthony Vaughan, a media magnate who sacrificed his services at the Liberia Broadcasting System for 7-8 unbroken years and said goodbye now and is in private life. We'll be honoring him. We'll honor scores of people who have contributed.
Yeah.
One person is also in the Western cluster. I'm talking about journalist Malishu Roberts.
Yeah.
I remember recruiting Malishu on LBS as Deputy Director for Rural Broadcasting to serve as the Western Cluster correspondent. He has done well. He has ascended. He now manages a radio station, Puma, and in my opinion, this junior brother deserves honor. The list will be announced subsequently. Those who will be
Scott Johnson, my former president
of the Female Journalists Association of Liberia. FIJA, they all listed to be honored.
A lot.
Orange before the guests.
Starting today, why not have a little more fun? Why not use money this easily? Why not get even closer to family? Why not work how you've always wanted? Fun, money, family, work. No network keeps you connected to it all, quite like Orange. It's all about what matters to you. Orange.
I would like to fund my account at any time, even here.
Right here, right now.
Here too!
Without moving an inch.
Here would be just perfect.
Henceforth, send money to your Orange Money account from your bank account and vice versa directly from your mobile phone. A simple and fast solution that is always available to ensure a permanent access to your Orange Money services. Anywhere, anytime, send money to your Orange Money account from your bank account from your mobile phone to cash out, to recharge, to transfer, to pay, to buy. To subscribe to this service, go to your bank branch office, partner to the Orange Money service. It's all about what matters to you. Orange.
Introducing the Orange Money Card to Wallet service. How to transfer money from your bank card to an Orange Money wallet with the Card to Wallet service. Go to the Orange Botswana website at www.orange.co.bw and select the drop-down menu and click on Orange Online. This will open a new tab which will ask you to sign in. Click on Sign Up to register for the Card to Wallet service as a new user. Enter your name, surname, the Orange number and email address that will be linked to this service. Proceed to enter your occupation and create and confirm your password, which you will then be required to sign in with every time you make a card to wallet transfer. You will then receive an email confirmation. Enter the one-time PIN that you received on your phone. Click on the email confirmation link to finish off the registration. Once the registration is complete, log in, click on Card to Wallet, then enter the Orange Money number you are transferring to and the amount. Continue by entering the source of funds, purpose of funds, and proceed to payment. Click the Visa or MasterCard option and enter your card number, your full names as well as the card expiry date. Proceed to enter the CVV number and click Continue. Enter the one-time PIN that you received on your phone to complete the transaction. Click on Continue to complete the transaction. And just like that, the transaction is complete. Introducing the Orange Money Card to Wallet service. How to transfer money from your bank card to an Orange Money wallet with the Card to Wallet service. Go to the Orange Botswana website at www.orange.co.bw.
But as soon as we play this one, Oscar Mobile hack in court. Yeah, I don't know what interest he got in the man. You don't murder man. He said, you don't murder man. Also, the man said, yeah, he just, I don't know what, but maybe something is in store for him. Okay, so welcome. Let's now go to Studio 2 to talk to this Liberian scientist, Sir Alfonso Taylor, Master of Philosophy in Science Education, laboratory expert, author of chemistry and biology books. We will compare him to name the titles of those books, manufacturer of lab apparatus and reagents, a Liberian scientist. Okay. Alfonso, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, sir.
You good?
Oh, yeah. I'm good by the grace of God.
Okay. So, I know you've been here for this is your second time. Yeah. Sir Alfonso Taylor, introduce yourself. Don't say you are a kissy man. The name Sir alone. Oh. So I'm not trying to tell about kissy business now. Don't say Sir. Don't say I'm a kissy man.
Okay.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay, so good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, in Radio Land. I am Sir Alfonso Taylor. He said, I shouldn't say kissy man. I respect that, but I am one of the grandsons of the late Paramount Chief Taylor. And I am father of 4 kids. I have a Master of Philosophy in Science Education, emphasis in analytical chemistry. I've written a couple of books, both biology and chemistry. My book has been certificated by the Ministry of Education as the best. It's better than the books from Ghana, better than the books from Nigeria. That is according to the Ministry of Education. And it's called Chemistry Made Simple. And I have Biology Made Simple. There are a lot more that are unpublished yet. And like you rightly said, I'm a laboratory expert. And I have manufactured some apparatus that we use in the lab for biology, physics, and chemistry. Also, I'm a scientist, like you said, because scientists will live our life in the lab researching. Research and produce some chemicals, some reagents that are necessary for our lab. I produce potassium hydroxide locally. I produce tetraoxo sulfate 6 acid locally. And my most recent production is triaoxo sulfate 6 acid that we use for reader reaction, which you will never find. Nowhere in Liberia you will find that. So I've been doing a lot, and I'm still doing a lot.
Okay. All right. That's just a bit. So I have something to say to add on. So last week, Thursday, Alfonso came and booked an appointment. He wanted me to have him on the show. But before that, he wanted to display a mini chemistry lab. No, not chemistry. Chemistry, physics, and biology lab. Yeah. He brought all three set up. We did it outside there. I graduated from Adventist High School in 1997. I learned about plants. I learned about the various layers, the cambium in trees and all this stuff like that. I also learned that when there are many cells, you call them tissue.
Yeah.
If it is one, you call it cell.
Yeah.
One is cell, more tissue.
Yeah, that's it.
So he brought a microscope and told off the peeling of an onion and placed it on the microphone and told me, go and look. You get to know what the onion peeling is made of. That pink color peeling at the back of the onion. Man, if you get to know how that plant is made of, what it is made of, the one we hold slash to spice our food with it, what I saw inside, the God is really wonderful. It's made of multiple tissues, like box cells, multiple cells, making up tissues, like box interlocking one another, and it seems that it has no end, moving from one place to the other. And then I had a student here from the Pinsville SDA High School. Her mother works here. I don't know her name well. And then I asked, I said, who is your principal? She said, Dixon Yoko. Dixon Yoko was my English teacher at Adventist High School. I said, do you have laboratory or do you have lab at the Pinsville SDA High School? She said, they're just constructing it. I said, you ever had the opportunity to see what an onion is made of? She said, no. I said, go and look in the microscope. She was amazed. That student, if she went now to WISE, if she went to take public tests and it told her to describe the chemical makeup or biological makeup of an onion leaf, she can be able to sketch it, if not perfect, but the short time she spent on the microscope. And I said to myself, I wish I would have been made to see human cell, to see the chlorophyll, to see the microorganism, the paramecium, and all those things. We didn't see them, but we studied about them. The one that looked like slipper, which one is what? Paramecium, right? We studied. Where is Dueto Musu? Biology teacher, then SDA High School. Good afternoon to you, sir. I'm told you are in the Firestone area now. We saw all those things with the shapeless one. Those shapeless organisms. We learned about them, but we didn't see them. This man made me to see paramecium the last time.
Oh my God.
Interestingly, about 5%, I hope I'm correct, 5% of Liberian schools are the only ones that have lab, functioning lab. The rest, zero. Then you go to public test, they tell you to draw, how they call it? Draw the cambium of a tree.
You are not seeing.
You are not seeing. We've got answer for you. This man is working with State of the Nation to popularize his invention. They're all made of local materials, and the demonstration he did in front of me, a colorless solution turned pink, and then with more chemical reaction, that pink color turned into colorless. How do you call all those reagents?
The indicator is called phenolphthalein indicator. So it was put in a sodium hydroxide. The sodium hydroxide is colorless, and the phenolphthalein is colorless. But when you add the phenolphthalein to the sodium hydroxide, it turns pink. And then you go ahead with titration. It will get to the point we call endpoint. Endpoint means all the acids have reacted with the base. Then it gave you a color change, and that color change became colorless.
Yes, that's what we saw. I saw it with my own eyes. Now, if I went for WIAC and you ask me any question, I will buzz the skill. I'll buzz the skill.
That's the question.
Simple way of learning. So tell me how you're going to help schools.
Yes, so good.
Because we're mobilizing schools now.
Very good.
So that they can make use of your invention.
Yeah, school, even when I'm on my way, somebody called, a reverend called since that last time. And in the public manner, I'm appealing to State of the Nation. Some George coming out, like you said, the president appointing people. Please, sir, I want to serve as your science education consultant for State of the Nation.
Yeah, but
Okay, sir.
You say State of the Nation or the President?
State of the Nation.
Oh, okay.
Your
Is here?
education
I thought a presidential job.
State of the
for
Nation.
now.
State of the Nation. So keep that.
Is hereby approved.
Thank God. Good.
Is hereby approved.
So while I'm here, we want every school in the Republic of Liberia to have its own lab through the efforts of the nation. What do we mean? Just what you saw the last time I came here. So, to open a lab, you would need like 7,000 United States dollars. How many schools can afford that? And you said the right thing. Only 5% of schools have lab. So what we are doing as State of the Nation, we are looking from county, the 15 counties.
The man speaking out like State of the Nation.
Yeah, I'm your consultant, right?
Go ahead, Chief.
Yeah. The nation wants the 15 counties in the Republic of Liberia that have schools. If the school can be on Worogizi Mountain, if the school can be in Sapo National Forest, if the school can be on the beach of Kepamo, once there's a school within Liberia, it must have its own lab. This is the approach. Instead of spending 7,000, you can spend 2,000 on it, and you get all the apparatus for your chemistry lab, biology lab, physics lab. So this is what we have come here. And the last Friday in this month, which is going to be the 26th, we will give the public the opportunity to come and see these locally made apparatus. But from there, State of the Nation venture, like Brother SELLEE, Christopher, he's going to mobilize for Lofa County. Every school, and Magdalene is also there. She's going to mobilize for every school that is in Lofa County to have its own lab. So there is a citizen initiative. We don't want to say
don't just bring Lofa business here.
Okay,
just say Liberia. The first thing, the person you see to go to Lofa, they have not been. So you're getting the momentum.
So Liberia.
Yes.
So we want for every school in every county. So we're going to be inviting the Minister of Education. We hope to get an endorsement because we don't want everybody to always say government, government. We are citizens. Let me quote the late American president. He said, ask not what Liberia can do for you, but what you can do for Liberia. So he doesn't want me to say I'm a kissy man, but let's be frank, I'm a kissy man.
You didn't say Liberia. Say you are quoting, he didn't say Liberia.
Well, paraphrasing it to me.
Yeah,
so the paraphrase there, right?
Yes, I had to do this one because he said you are quoting him.
Yeah, so the paraphrase, the quotation is a paraphrase. Okay. So I'm living by that. Ask not what Liberia can do for you, but what you can do for Liberia. So as a kissy scientist, I'm giving back. True State of the Nation, we are all giving back. We want for every school in all the 15 counties to have their own lab. That's point number one. Point number two, we're going to start a national training starting the July 1st to September 15th. That's why we are asking for school now to put in the request. So those from Grand Crew County, Nima County, Lofa County, Grand Julia, please make the request to us now. So from the first, we will work along with the ministry. Hopefully, we should have better. We'll structure the countries, all the schools in the cluster. All right. And then we will do the national training from the 1st of July to the 15th. But by then, hopefully, we want for all schools to have their own lab. So that's the main brain of this. And then another point we're looking at, Liberia had never been ranked. And we have a big heart. We are saying by 2030, at least we must be able to rank a school. The reason is I already thought we were better than Sierra Leone, to be honest, Chris. But Sierra Leone is better than us. Sierra Leone, if you go and Google now.
In terms of what?
Academics, right? If you go and Google 100 schools in Africa, Sierra Leone has 2 slots. Sierra Leone has a school called All Methodist Boys. It is 52 in Africa. And then All Methodist Girls is 53. So it pains me. And I thought we were senior brother for Sierra Leone, but Sierra Leone is bigger than us. But so with the dream, 2030, these are something that we want to discuss with the Minister of Education and all the stakeholders out there. All right? Those that work with NGO, get on board. Let's work together. We must rank the country, at least a school, by 2030. Meaning that at least by 2027, let's start our national ranking. From the national ranking, then we'll look at the possible candidate, the school that we can rank. You know, we can apply for the African ranking, but let's have our own national ranking. So the dream is big, but we all need to come on board and work for the dream to make it a reality.
I hope Benjamin White, head of the Principal Association, is listening. This is an initiative that all hands have to be on deck to ensure that we achieve this one. So just getting lab is not all to it. You need trained demonstrators. Where do we go? For example, I can take initiative. The China 8 school in Swemeka there, they're struggling. They're struggling for various teachers, mathematics, chemistry, physics, biology, especially in the sciences. And if one takes the initiative to establish a lab, you don't have the demonstrator. What becomes in our school?
Very good question, Chris. This is why I say, through our program, our initiative, CDC initiative, so to speak, we're going to start a national training program by the 1st of July, and it runs up to the 15th of September. And mind you, it's really season time, but I cannot walk to go Lofa with my team or graduate with my team. We need vehicle. That's the reason why we are inviting stakeholders to come to the program. The trainer says, let's put hands on deck. Like you talk about demonstrator. So if we come to Cape Man, wherever country we go to, county we go to, we're going to arrange all the schools in cluster. So we'll bring the biology teachers, the chemistry teachers, and the physics teacher. We will train you how you demonstrate the lab. Like I told you, I'm an expert for that, but I have my team. And after the training, I want to say this for the public to put me on record. I am going to be a teacher in every country, put me on record. What do I mean? After the national training, I hope this is why it's good for the ministry to get involved. In Ghana, there's a group called Ghana Education Service. They go from school to school. They do in-service training, which we want to be doing after the national training. So through all the year. So if a man is still struggling with some way of demonstrating maybe the physics lab or the biology or the chemistry, we will be there. And what I'm going to do also, I'm going to get the contact of all the teachers that I'm going to interact with across the country. And I'm going to set up my WhatsApp page. Let's say, for example, you have a limitation in some part of chemistry. You see, for me, don't cross my line when it comes to chemistry. Inside, outside, don't cross my line. I can see that. But I will try to go physics up to 80%, biology up to 80%. But chemistry, be it you have a PhD in chemistry or whatever, but that's my heartbeat. Nobody can cross my line.
Oh, you want to challenge PhD holders?
You have PhD or what? Don't cross my line when it comes to chemistry, because I'm there at it. You know, everything need to be competitive. If we start that in the country, we will get the result. Ghana is competitive. Nigeria is competitive. Let's try it. Now, so every teacher in every country, there are some countries that have one teacher teaching both chemistry and physics. I love that type of school, because I'm going to be a teacher in that school. I'm going to set up my WhatsApp. I'm going to do a teaching tutorial on my workshop and WhatsApp to that teacher. So anything that he has struggled in during the course of the year, and I'm going to do our intent with my team to do the monitoring and evaluation to make sure that the syllabus is taught. Because there are some teachers here, they only teach what they know from the syllabus. It's not helping the student. Why is it not going to ask what your teacher has taught you? Why is that giving a syllabus? And they're going to draw questions, they're going to set the question from the syllabus. So it's not fair to the student that the teacher is teaching what he knows. So that is why I'm making myself available to be able to teach the syllabus. So that is not a problem, Chris. We're going to train a teacher and we're going to work with them.
State of the Nation on True FM 96.1, Sir Alfonso Taylor, a grandson of former Paramount Chief Tama Taylor. Masters of Philosophy in Science Education, laboratory expert. We're discussing the need for each high school in Liberia to have a functioning lab. I don't know the Ministry of Education has a database that we can accurately state the number of high schools. The last time, Benjamin Way, Dr. Benjamin Way, threw a challenge. He said, well, I don't think that data exists. Then what are we doing to ourselves? What are we doing to ourselves? But anyway, it is right before us now. What pride do we have if we're not among our equals? I just Googled, as he said, yes, all boys Methodist High School in Sierra Leone and all girls Methodist High School in Sierra Leone. Let me just get a position. Let me get a position.
They are ranked.
Yes, let me get a position. Position.
No, Liberia be ranked. 2030, this country must be ranked. 2030.
Okay, all girls. Let me come there. Sorry, I'll get it. So they okay. 53,
52.
Methodist Boys High School, Sierra Leone, and let me come there again. Okay, 55. Methodist Girls High School, Sierra Leone, and 53 Methodist Boys High School in Sierra Leone. The first on this list is Grey College, South Africa, and the least amount of the 100 schools is St. Patrick's School in Zimbabwe, Bulawayo. So, what can we do to get on this list?
Thank you. There you go, Chris.
Yes.
First approach, according to the ranking criteria, you might for West Africa, your result at the WAS must be at least credit. Credit per school. It means that every child, for example, for SDA school, if SDA wants to be ranked, let me put your school for example. It means every student in SDA who sat the WAS must have a score of 50%, which we call credit.
Okay.
So it's the list. But what that thing we are doing in Liberia, I'm sorry to say, the former president says it's a mess, it's really a mess. WAS does not listen to what you call pass. If you are passed, you cannot go to any university. I put a challenge to you. Let the Minister of Education give 5 scholarships to students to go to Ghana or Nigeria. They won't accept them. They will have to reset the WAS. The standard is credit or Division 4, Division 3, Division 2, Division 1. How do we achieve it? Now, we compromising that standard. If I should make the minister, I want to really hold that. I know it's difficult to score credit, but we can start from somewhere. Let's suppose we say, look, every student that will score 5 credit, you don't write any entrance. For Nigeria and Ghana, once you score Division 1, you don't write entrance, meaning in Ghana. You can go to any university. The other university will take Division 2, you don't write entrance. So that brings it here. It's not possible to score Division for now in Liberia, although we'll get there. Starting from 2020, we'll start our ranking. So what do we do? Minister of Education, call us, the stakeholder education, the teachers. How do we uphold the standard? I would suggest if a child should score 5 credit, he shouldn't re-entrance. Then the next year you step over to 6 credit, just like that. I'm telling you, Chris, if the minister should say that today, that starting from next year, any student that will score at least 5 credit, they will not re-enter. I'm telling you, will see credit start coming to Liberia. And what are we supposed to do as stakeholders? Like in my case, all right? The credit we're talking about, how do we achieve it? For example, the paper 3, which is a practical, it form 30% of your final grade. And for what I'm calculating, and I have few schools I work with, all right? Now, let's look at, for example, physics. Physics have 50 points you might work for. In what I'm planning, every Liberian student that read the WAS, all right, that 50 must go 40. How? It's just constant. You have 3 questions. Question 1 is about mechanics. Question 2 about weight or whatever. Question 3, always electricity. And I go to the school, I train the student. That's why I want to train the teacher. So let excel at the paper 3 first. Then we get the paper 1, which is objective, 60 questions. Man, if we really teach the syllabus, we can get at least 30 from that. Added to that grade. But you realize that we are getting 50. But we might come with a plan. Like you just talked about Dr. What you asked about database, which he probably is afraid, doesn't he? Man, it's true. But let's leave that. Let's start from starter course. Let's make sure our school have lab. Now let me lay emphasis on the lab issue. People, there are some schools that say they have been building lab from the time the former minister was there, 6 years up to now, they still building lab. That means the space to work in. I'm not going to phantom that. I mean, have the apparatus for your work, like what you saw on Friday when I came to you. So go to the carpenter, make a big chalk box. You know that box that you can use on a mission? You make a chalk box, you put all your chemical in that chalk box, your microscope, you put everything there, you lock it, it stays in the principal office. That's the approach I'm taking now. So let's suppose the school in Grand Julia County, they don't even have anything in the lab. So the chalk box is there with all the apparatus in the principal office, right? Let's suppose 12 days you do lab on Friday. On Friday, Liberia is just simple. That's why I'm appealing to the public. See my vision, see our vision here. On Friday, send 12 days somebody to do the lab. You take the table and put it in the middle and put the chairs around it right in that classroom. That's what I do with most of the schools I go to. There's a government school in Marshall that they call Albert Dennis. That's what I do there. I go to other schools, normal in William. So we put the table in the middle and put the chairs, the students sit around. We do the practical. After that, then we can pack it. So I don't want any school to tell the Minister of Education I don't have a space called lab. No, I'm not looking for that space. Your classroom can serve as your lab. Now let me call attention to something, Chris. In my hand here is a 2022 WAS paper. I can wonder, are we reading the paper? You see, there's the first paragraph. Let me read the second paragraph. Then you interpret the English for me. It's on all the WASP paper, but this is 2022. Please interpret this. They say mark will be awarded mainly for details that show that you have had the required practical experience in the laboratory and for clarity of expression and orderly presentation of material. Can you interpret that? What does it mean?
Just by having practical experience gives you additional marks.
So
without practical experience, you are at disadvantage.
So you agree that practical experience is a must according to the paper, right?
Yes.
But I was saying that the schools in Liberia cannot see the rating, the rating on the paper, or they don't understand the meaning of it. You know, let's talk about what, Mr. SELLEE. There is nowhere you will go do chemistry or lab, nowhere besides Liberia. I stand to be corrected. Even Sierra is better than us. I keep on saying it. There is nowhere you do biology with all having microscope to do the lab. There is nowhere on earth you will do physical lab. And we are saying here that every school in the Republic of Liberia must have its own lab. I'm not going to form the idea that, okay, let's go to this school and carry the student there. No. All the students, you must have your team, because the paper is saying that even though you are doing tests and practical, you must do the practical. Is written there. I'm not the one ready there. All the white paper is written there for chemistry. So that's the approach we are taking, Liberians out there. So I'm appealing to you. Talk to the representative from your county. Talk to all the big people you know from your county. Let's work together and then approach us. All right? And State of the Nation is already here. Send a letter request to State of the Nation. No, I'm from Grand Judah. We had X amount of school. We want to equip our school ready. It's just 2,000 you spend it as compared to 5,000, 7,000 that you cannot afford. And we're going to train you, and besides training, we'll come around periodically to do what we call monitoring and evaluation. But we want Liberians to see the vision, because come 2030, put me on record. I'm saying it. And I hope the minister, someone can please pass the message to the president of the Republic of Liberia, to the Minister of Education. We need to meet and talk. Come 2030, we must rank the school. Come 2026, every school in the Republic of Liberia must have its own lab. Put me on record. All we need, we're not asking money from the Ministry of Education. All we want is enforce the WASP standard. Because when students know that they only have to that is a matter of must to score credit, they will buy books, they will go to the lab. And when school know that, they will buy books, they will request for laboratory things. And as citizens, let's give back. Ask not what Liberia can do for you, but what you can do for Liberia. So let's work together and make the dream a reality.
State of the Nation and Magdalene and Chris here. You want to? Yes, let's hear you before we go to the textbooks.
So have universities, contacted you?
That is the frustrating part, Magdalene.
Because everything I listen to you, high school, and the last time I did biology at the AMU, and I mean we went to lab. But what other university, higher institution, learning institution have reached out to you, college?
Yes, so this is the thing. Universities are trying, but they are challenged. They are challenged when it comes to lab. Let's face the fact. Let us not be the baddies. And we'll take another time to talk about university, but it's also part of our dream that we should run a university by 2035. It means that you must run your university in line with that criteria. So we expect university to contact us, but unfortunately, it's not happening. So if we start ranking, we are also proposing to start a national ranking for university. You will realize that we're still lacking behind. It's challenging. So this come April 26th, Friday at BWRS, we are sending letters out now to various universities. Please come and see what we have, because it's our dream that by 2030. Look at, let me say something to you, Magdalene. I'm a chemist, right? Chemistry has 8 disciplines at least. You have college chemistry, which is 100 level. Now, add the education, according to the standard, international standard, all the work you did in high school is a repeat at the 100 level. That's university standard. You only start university program from 200 level. I have been to LU, Bremen Kazulu, Elizabeth Jules. These are people I've met. And they don't want to listen to me. I don't know. Maybe the name Taylor, they don't like that name Taylor, or maybe I'm a kissing man. I don't know what is it, but I've been begging them. So this is why I'm saying it to the public. We need to equip all our university. Why you have an expert? Why you don't want to work with them? It's a problem.
So let me just say that I don't want you to think because you're a kissing man. No, but when the right time comes, I continue pushing. Okay. So our plans now is to decentralize it when maybe will be our vision 2030. But for now, can we have I know national headquarters? Can we have a headquarters? Is it possible to have a place where people can come from north, south, east, and west of Liberia, and and with the help of local international partners, with the government as well, to to build something that it can be a headquarters where people go and they come from north, south, north, south, east, and west, and just go in there and do what they want to do, with the help of, have a whole team on the ground there. Is it possible?
Yeah,
Are you also thinking in that direction?
I'm against that. There's a saying that if the mountain doesn't come to Muhammad, Muhammad must go to the mountain.
Meaning
that we are putting a lab to school out there.
Okay.
We don't have a special place for them to come because the main Grand G there, the main River G, the main Grand Crew.
So right now, where are you stationed?
I'm in Wazon.
You're in Wazon.
Why we calling for? We want to get this up because if you see a school should come to a particular place, school will go to how many school have access at the time. Look at MAGDALENE to do a lab. Sometimes you have to go an hour or more. So how many schools will you have in a particular place? So the vision is let the school have its own lab. Let them have their own lab.
No, I'm talking about you as an individual. You. Okay. I'm not talking about the schools. I'm talking about you to own it. Yeah.
Because you need to have the type of headquarters, but we can work on that. Yeah, because NGO listening to me, and I hope Liberian will pass a message on so we can have a national headquarters like you are saying. But I think that will be fine. So we can be contacted and you come, we have this thing on display. That when they come on Friday on the 26th, what they see that will be at that place where they can put in the request. Because in our vision, by 2026, all schools in the country will have their own lab. That is the dream number one. That's the dream number one. All schools will have their own lab. It's not difficult, but it's easy if you ask me. Because most of the things that they're going to be using are locally made. Well, when you come on 26th of this month, you will see it for yourself. BW Harris. Most of the things are locally made. You're not going anywhere. And I told you my recent production, I just produced trisulfuric acid, and an acid that we use for redox reaction. So there are a lot we are doing. All we need is the public to just come with the support. Go to your lawmaker, go to the big people from your county, sell a dream. The DEO, the CEO, just give her the amount of schools in your county. And to equip these things, just 2,000, and it will include the training. We'll come into the training, and then we'll monitor. So let's do it as a citizen.
Okay, all right. So before we take the calls, you care to name the title of your book?
Yes, good. On the 26th at BW Harris, I will have the book on display because I have written 12 books, but my books are just soft copy. 12. Check from 1 to 12. It pains me. What am I doing?
You haven't published? You haven't published?
2 and 3 is 3 are all, and the 3 are all, they are all master copy. It's not mass producing. And in fact, it should be 4 because 1 article is a Monday. And the rest of them, they are just soft. I will bring my laptop on Friday. It pains me. I'm fighting to rent my country and this thing. I went to University of Liberia. I showed them some of my publications.
Why you can't go through a printed press like Amazon and stuff like that? They do the marketing for you.
Anybody who has an idea, because the book that was made in language Liberian syllable. That will make it unique. That will make it better than any other book. So it was made for it was produced for the Liberian market. So let me talk about the chemistry made simple that just received letter from the ministry. That book, according to the ministry, is unique because it contains, every country has 2 syllables. You have what we call the WAS syllable. WAS syllable means the 5 countries, they have 1 common syllable. And the ministry said what she had from the letter, the book that I wrote contains the WAS syllable, number 1. Number 2, every country have a particular syllable that is unique to that country. For example, the book from Ghana has the Ghanaian syllable plus the WAS syllable. The book from Nigeria has the Nigerian syllable plus the WAS syllable. Now, which of the book has the Liberian syllable? Nobody, except the book that Mr. Tilo had produced. So you see, and I will bring the book, I will bring the books during the exhibition on the 26th at BW. Let's critique the book, and I'll be appealing to people from schools. Like I met the priest from the Cali school system. He said, Mr. Tiller, I just brought books from Nigeria. The book you brought from Nigeria, my books are better than the book you brought from Nigeria. So why would you leave a Liberian own book to go for a book that can suit the match the syllabus? So let people come that they bring the syllabus and you see how unique the book is. It will pain you like how it pained me. So
Okay,
yeah.
all right. So we are about to open the lines, and tomorrow we will, by 3 o'clock, this Liberian medical practitioner, Maui Wilson, has written President Joseph Yuma Boakai an open letter. She wants it read tomorrow. She'll form part of our presentation tomorrow. That is at 3 o'clock. And then we can do the segment. But for now, Sir Alfonso Taylor, a Liberian scientist, is with us. We are opening the lines now, 077-5144278. A lot of people online are asking for a contact. They have interest. Magdalene will manage the calls.
Hello.
Good afternoon, Magdalene. Good afternoon, Chris. This is half of the intel calling for the community.
Yes, sir.
Right, so the get in studio talking about laboratory. You know, it's very much important that we have every school have the standard lab. This is why we are doing things magic. Even from the 80s, when I was in top what kind of lab we used to do?
I don't know why you decided to leave from Shara and went into that densely populated, noisy area. Okay. All right, go ahead. Go ahead. You got a noise in the background.
Chill.
Piece of oil cell put on the market. Now they put a pillar of chicken fella. So I mean, it's just that imagination. The science students going to watch and take a test. We need a standard lab. Even in the country, we get expired meat food on the market. You don't have a full lab to do a complete testing. It is wrong. It is bad for this.
Okay. All right. More calls. More calls. More calls. You got a call there?
No.
All right. Let me take this one from this end. Caller, hello. Hello.
How are you?
Yes, sir. What's your name?
Thank you. Robert Noah Kulu is my name, and I call you from District 17.
Mr. Noah Kulu, let's hear you.
Thank you very much. Hello to you. Speaking right by the radio, I'm feeling so happy in me, even though they are not taking place, but I'm so happy. I listened to the first caller, he said, chicken fella and this and that. I'm talking about we had a lot there too. We used to go down there and put all kinds of things there. Of course, not too equivalent. It was a starting point. At this level we reach. If our brother you come from there and come and say, well, he thinking about a good love, look, we must say thank you to him first and pray God that let God give him long life and give him more that he will create we need in life so that we can be on top of the country. But you can't say like being old and will be behind. People are supposed to be learning from us instead of we learning from them. Those are around us. So I want to say thank you, my brother, and I pray to God that you will get all the ideas and you will do the best for us. Some of us that are little school, so that you will come and promote us, so that we will be on top of the rest of the day.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Next caller.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Yes, sir.
And let me say a pleasant good afternoon to your guests and studio. I joined from District 4, and this is the voice of Afro-Aid voice singer. This Madeline, I listen to your guests, and I must say I'm overwhelmed. Look, he couldn't place it any better than the way he placed it. I think in our area high school across the country, Madeline, it is very fair enough to have laboratories in our schools, because the laboratory will help our students the opportunity to engage in experimental learning. Most of what goes on in our high school and even some universities across the country is the aspect of the theory. And if we just focus and dwell on theory so much, this is Madeline, our students, they may not be able to grasp the concept and remember all of what they need to remember. So I want to call on I know it's difficult. This initiative is not small initiative in a country like Nigeria.
But I don't want him to give up. I want him to continue putting the work on also to give him listening ears because I think from his expose, he means well for the country.
Okay.
So thank you for the initiative.
All right. Thank you. We'll take it from there. You get 1 minute. Wait. Hello? Yes, sir. Quickly.
Yeah, Madalene, Chris, this is Abed.
Yeah, Chief.
Yeah, let me say good evening and thank you so much to your studio guests. You know, he just had to keep doing the real thing. Like we all know, even historically, children now they don't even know about this country's history. And in those days, we studied about other countries' history, but we don't even know our own history.
And you know, Emmett, the way we shot ourselves in the leg. For God's sake, now even if you're hosting a flag down, nobody cares. Before it was a taboo to walk.
And the thing about it, if someone comes up with another idea that is very, very good for our society, then people who are there don't want to support. It is simply because
I don't understand.
Be at the front line to be, cheer by saying, "Oh yeah, John Brown did well." No, they want to take the glory. So why can you support your brother that bringing such idea like we normally hear from the University of Liberia that it sounds like we're using open and all to so experiment. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Higher learning institution of our country. So then what's about the university? How will you critique them?
Okay.
So it's very sad. So I will support the brother and then just keep on I think we'll all appeal to Chris and Madalene to continue this advocacy wherein I believe the Ministry of Education will listen and the University of Liberia will listen also and invite this brother for some lecture.
Okay. Thank you. It's possible.
All right. Let me take this call. Yeah, continue the advocacy. Yeah, hello?
Hello.
Yeah, let's hear you. You are the last caller. Let's hear you.
Yeah, my name is Abraham Isakama, calling from Subatown.
Yes, let's hear you. Are you a school owner?
Yes, I go a little school in my church, but I have a concern that I want to express to my brother in studio there. It's a wonderful thing hearing you on this medium. I've been using this medium to speak to the other people concerning our education. But I want to suggest for you, please, if you want to make an impact, it will be better that you find a group of Liberians that can impact, that can push to be the next scientists. If you are targeting the 16 countries or 15 countries of Liberia, that choose one or two from each country and they can now go back and bring other scientists or other people who will perpetuate or expand your vision. But doing the entire high school business in your head in Nigeria here is a difficult time. It's very education and hearing you. At the end of the day, you find people in there that will start to push your vision down. Push it around until you will get weary and tired. I pray that God gives you the strength and move you forward. It is a game of hope that you bring it a little bit lower. You know, from the lower level. You will start from some grade and put into place some processes that will get the children prepared, put together 12 grade. That will also be if we incorporate all students at that level or at those levels. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah. Take the last one from now.
Hello? Yes, sir.
Are you a school owner? All right, let's hear you quickly.
Calling from Benafon, after Balayan calling from Benafon, I actually admire the brothers in studio, my uncle in studio there. We actually want to say that these are brains that Liberia education can really be able to have. That really transformation. What you're saying about Sierra Leone is about a showcase. It's very shocking. We are too old to be behind the gate. And every time we go for a while and in mass failure, and what happening now, school owners are now bribing white to be able to make sure that their schools remain up because they do not want their school name, to be tarnished, repetition to be tarnished. So because of that, they can do bribery.
Okay, so Is that what you've been doing as a principal?
For me, no. I have not for up to principal school of elementary school.
Yeah, because you on a public platform. If you are saying something, you need to have evidence of what you are saying. Because they
I know what I'm saying. I am an educator. I'm in the system. I know what others are doing. I've been in school. I've been teaching in high school and other places. I know what people are doing. And this is bringing serious issues in the educational sector. And this is a sector where we cherish and we want it to be strengthened. And that brother, what he's doing is very good. And we want the government to pay key attention to what he's saying.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you so much. That's it. So, Mr. Taylor, you heard the callers. The one texter just said, instead of you expanding all the way across the country, take a county as a pilot county, and then if it is successful, you can expand. But if you enlarging it, it's going to give you difficulties. Let's hear you.
Okay, good. So let me address that. Is it language? One of the callers who said that we should train people to go back. Now there's a dream. It's tying around with the test you received about pilot. I've done the piloting already for the last 2 years, so it works. I've done that piloting already. Now, what the vision is to go to the counties, every county, train all the teachers, equip the school with lab, and let them go back to the various schools and train the students how to prepare for the science program. That's the dream. So that's what the caller said. That's what we want to do. And another thing to add up, our program, hopefully, because we are also writing lab manuals. The lab that we are talking about will run from 9th grade. So 9th grade will have time to do the lab. 10th grade will have time to do the lab. 11th grade, then 12th grade. It's not only 12th grade. It's going to start from 9th grade. But unfortunately, what we invested, I didn't hear any caller. What we are saying, please, go to your kinsmen per county, mobilize, let us know the amount of schools you have. And because we want to start a national training by first day in July up to the 15th of September. So by then, we want to know how many schools. Put in a request, we equip the schools, train your teachers, they go back. You know what I'm saying? And this is one. So we have started sending out invitation to the Minister of Education, to schools like the Catholic school system and Methodist school system, to university for the program that is coming up on the 26th of April at BW Harris for them to come and see this. But we will still have time to come on the radio to appeal to the public. The appeal is go back to your county, relate to your kinsmen, and tell us that you are ready to equip all your schools in your county, and then the national training is going to start by the 1st to the July, September, sorry.
Thank you so much.
Contact, can I get a contact?
Yeah,
quickly?
please give a contact.
So the contact is for the Orange 07700666012. I'll go over it. 07700666012. The Lone Star 0555992425. Again, 0555992425. And I have another Orange 07761347770. 07761347770. So well, we will still come back on air to remind you about April 26th program. Please go back to your counties, lobby there, mobilize, tell the amount of schools. We will come equip all the school, train all your teachers. By 2026, all schools in the country will have a lab. By 2030, let's rank our schools as is done in other countries.
Thank you very much. We'll take a musical break. This one is called You Are the Reason. And it is widely believed, as said, if you can read this on the wall, tell the teacher a thank you. And this is a song for you as we take a musical break on this segment. When we come back, we go to the Supreme Court of Liberia. I'm hearing the gracious right is running into trouble legally, and Peter Toby will file it in a jiffy. Let's go to this one.
I was lonely. gave me strength to stay. When I faltered, you cheered me on. When I doubted, you believed in me. I was lost before you showed the way. Always remember the things that you said. That follow my dreams anywhere. You are you.
It was you.
You are the reason.
Mother Lucinda Cole Carter, principal of the Seventh-day Adventist High School. Good afternoon to you, Mom. What's about you, Dixon Kupi Yaka? Now you are the principal for the Pinsville High School SDA, my language arts instructor. Joseph O. Brown, mathematics. Dueto Musu, biology. Napoleon T. Chatter, physics. And the late Michael Ogon, chemistry. If you can read this, tell the teacher thank you. Are you doing that? Councillor Roosevelt Watson, what's about you? Stephen J. Samukai. So this one is breaking news from the Supreme Court. The Justice in Chamber, His Honor Yusuf Kaba, has declined to issue the alternative writ of prohibition prayed for by the petitioner as a result of the communication from the Asset Recovery Task Force Chairperson Councillor Edwin Martin. How is this going to further with the Asset Recovery Team or the Gracious Rye, reportedly owned by former Chief of Protocol of the Executive Marshal Fina Boden? Now our Judicial Affairs Analyst is on the line. Peter Tobe, good afternoon to you. Peter, are you there? Let me see whether I can reconnect Peter. Peter will give additional minute to this writ. I don't want to. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much in honor of teachers and anyone who wants to get in contact. Anybody who has a school or whose school is out of laboratory material, please contact me or State of the Nation, and you're going to be connected with Mr. Taylor, and you can regret your action. What you will regret is to have a school, especially a high school without a lab. Regret. So let's take this break to be right back. When you finish, yeah.
I would like to fund my account at any time, even here.
Right here, right now.
Here too!
Without moving an inch.
Here will be just perfect.
Henceforth, send money to your Orange Money account from your bank account and vice versa directly from your mobile phone. A simple and fast solution that is always available to ensure a permanent access to your Orange Money services. Anywhere, anytime, send money to your Orange Money account from your bank account from your mobile phone to cash out, to recharge, to transfer, to pay, to buy. To subscribe to this service, go to your bank branch office, partner to the Orange Money service. It's all about what matters to you, Orange.
I would like to fund my account at any time, even here.
Right here, right now.
Here too!
Without moving an inch.
Here will be just perfect.
Henceforth, send money to your Orange Money account from your bank account and vice versa directly from your mobile phone. A simple and fast solution that is always available to ensure a permanent access to your Orange Money services. Anywhere, anytime, send money to your Orange Money account from your bank account from your mobile phone to cash out, to recharge, to transfer, to pay, to buy. To subscribe to this service, go to your bank branch office, partner to the Orange Money service. It's all about what matters to you, Orange.
I would like to fund my account at any time, even here.
Right here, right now.
Here too!
Without moving an inch.
Here will be just perfect.
Henceforth, send money to your Orange Money account from your bank account and vice versa directly from your mobile phone. A simple and fast solution that is always available to ensure a permanent access to your Orange Money services. Anywhere, anytime, send money to your Orange Money account from your bank account from your mobile phone to cash out, to recharge, to transfer, to pay, to buy. To subscribe to this service, go to your bank branch office, partner to the Orange Money service. It's all about what matters to you, Orange.
I would like to fund my account.
3 persons were appointed. But I don't know what went wrong and their performances were not impactful. So now, the reason why you have to take key interest in this one, I know it's at the Supreme Court. But you have to take key interest because at long last, if this were to happen earlier, then we should not be holding and pulling and get tenure position. I don't have your in-party t-shirt and stuff like that. No. Because the ombudsman is the one responsible, or it means someone or a group of persons appointed or authorized by the President of the Republic of Liberia and confirmed by the Senate to enforce, oversee, monitor, and evaluate adherence to the Code of Conduct. Such individual or group of persons shall receive and investigate complaints against public officials, employees of government, and national institutions. If they are found in alleged violation of the Code of Conduct, someone can file a complaint to the ombudsman, and that person is now Councillor Philip Kanga, pending confirmation hearing by the Liberian Senate. The Code of Conduct is a huge document. All of us know we violated, we abused our own law that we created. We abuse our own law that we created. If you check on the internet, there is a Ministry of Agriculture double cabin pickup with huge number of people wearing CDC t-shirt in that pickup and patrolling the streets of Monrovia during the campaign time with the inscription Ministry of Agriculture, MOA. That was against the Code of Conduct. And this vehicle was assigned to one assistant minister, Alvin Wisse. Besides that, there are several images of individuals serving in quote unquote tenure position. You know why they said tenure? Because even if you differ with the president, or you did not participate in the president campaign or the appointed power campaign, the president cannot remove you. Like the Supreme Court bench, like the commissioners at the Election Commission, like the central bank governor. Those are intact. The General Auditing Commission, the Anti-Corruption Commission, those are integrity institutions that the framers of the law made it to say that, yes, he or she has the power to appoint you, or he or she is not, or you don't work at the will and pleasure of the president, or like the cabinet ministers. You serve it at the will and pleasure of the president, the cabinet ministers. The president can fire you, no one can ask. You can't say you ain't. But on this one, you don't serve at the will, you serve within the confines of the law. And if you went outside of that confine of the law, what happens? Someone should file a complaint to the ombudsman, and this ombudsman will investigate you. And if you're found guilty, the consequences are there. These are the functions of the ombudsman, as I said. The ombudsman means someone or a group of persons appointed or authorized by the President of the Republic and confirmed by the Senate to enforce, oversee, monitor, and evaluate adherence to the Code of Conduct. Such individual or group of persons shall receive and investigate complaints against public officials, employees of government, and national institutions. One of the major sticky areas of the Code of Conduct is Part 5, Political Participation. 5.1. All officials appointed by the president shall not A. engage in political activities, canvass, or contest for elected offices. Besides you contesting, you canvass, you participated, you took part. That's why I said the last time, it was so easy then to bring the executive mansion into brawl with people who are protecting now their job because in their opinion, they had tenure position. So all the executive mansion should have done, which it has done now, or the president's office, was to establish an ombudsman. And surely, if no one is there to complain, to carry a complaint, how would I carry that complaint? At the Liberia Telecommunication Authority, they waste. That one, the pictures are all there. They're all over the place. The campaign. You would have been sitting, sitting now and waiting for your time to expire. Imagine if any of these election commissioners were seen campaigning with any of the political parties and the new president takes or removes you from office, then you say, no, you get tenure position. B, use government facilities, equipment, or resources in support of partisan. I just told you, just Google EU report on the election held in Liberia. The report where the Liberian broadcasting system was indicted as distorting the level playing field of equal participation. The EU, at least when we were there, we were never indicted. Such report never came up. But that one, the EU and some observers, they came up, and in that read out, you will see a Ministry of Agriculture vehicle conveying partisans of one of the political parties. That's the CDC. That's why the code of conduct say use government facility is wrong. C, serve on a campaign team of any political party. You know, it is good that we have somebody in the financial intelligence as officer in charge. My good friend Stanley Ford did not conduct himself properly. And not many of them knew that this result would have gone the other way around. Because people who knew that they were in violation of the law, they were doing it openly with the belief that if their political side wins, especially the incumbent, they will go scot-free, or they could go with impunity. They were doing it, not even afraid. Yeah, man, I cannot be serving in a tenure position, a wear party t-shirt, and stand over a party vehicle and open my arms up for the camera to take me at a high resolution point without even blurring. You know, most smartphones, especially iPhones, the resolution of the images are so good. You can't deny anything. So, while they wait for the Supreme Court opinion on this one, I will be the one preparing a complaint. You don't have anything. You can't complain. You can't complain me to the ombudsman. I was not public official. That's the most embarrassing thing, because I was like, move from the thing what you're doing on the radio. No, I'm not. Unlike you, you violated. So, Councillor Finley, let me just read this one. I'll come and tell you about Councillor Finley. You should not serve on campaign team of any political party or the campaign of any independent candidate, wherein any person in the category stated in this section 5.1 herein above desires to canvass or contest for an elective position, the following shall apply. Any deputy minister, director general, managing director, the superintendent appointed by the president pursuant to Article 56 of the Constitution, and managing director appointed by the board of directors who desire to contest, you should resign. And all of these people we're talking about, they were not contesting. They were campaigning. They were campaigning. And I have an audio here that talks about campaigning. The devil gave in to them. They campaigned in violation of the law. The devil gave in to them, they campaigned. Then when the real problem came on now, they say, oh, but this thing here. But it is sometimes good to put up the fight. And legal, but every time you go to court and file a lawsuit against a sitting government, it adds up to our judicial credential. Let nobody say, oh, the Supreme Court in favor. Hey, come on, no, the Supreme Court is not in favor of anybody, including the government. Including the government. So it is good. And who told you? Some of these people who are affected, they are our friends. They are our friends. They are our friends. Unfortunately, in my opinion, they were in the wrong side of the law. And no one has the right, including me, to adjudicate the case or to adjudge them guilty unless through a court of jurisdiction, and that court in this case is the Constitutional Court, the Supreme Court of Liberia. Yeah, so we had to go to the court because, yeah, there was no ombudsman office. Now it's established, and it's The man who could eventually head it is Councillor Finlay Kanga, a revered councillor at law, a legal luminary, a no-nonsense and no-compromise lawyer. No, I've been knowing this man when I was in high school. He was a friend to a friend of friend, and then that's how we connected. And from that moment, I got to know that this man, and hey, don't get afraid. You are going to be protected even if you are being investigated by this man. And then the law says a person or a group of persons. So who knows, the president could add additional persons to it, to the ombudsman office. But in the case, if it is one person, it's still not a violation of the law. Like someone was saying in the chat room, the president violated the law because he appointed only one person. No, the law says an ombudsman office, and it is a person or group of people. That's what we should see. The president's action next. But until now, it is Councillor Finlay Kanga who is going to investigate complaint against officials, employees of government and national institutions. I really don't know how the Liberian government will create law and the leaders will not want to empower such office to deal with it, the law, to protect the law, to interpret the law. Let's hope this is going to work. That's how it's going to work. Let's hope it's going to work. And don't get me wrong, it's based on confirmation hearing. Councillor Finlay Kanga, congratulations in advance. Too many nonsense have been taking place. The code of conduct is disrespected. The only person that I ever saw openly living within the confines of the code of conduct was one-time Foreign Minister Augustin Gafwan, who had gone to the UN General Assembly, and 3 years ahead of the 2017 election, apparently he had an ambition to contest the presidency. 3 years, he stepped down, tendered in his resignation to President SELLEE while they were on official assignment in the US. How many Liberians would do it like that? They said the legislature amended the law to say this time 2 years, presidential appointees. Even at that, we have an election in 2023, and the former President George, we are issued an executive order that all presidential appointees should be resigning by April 7. Yesterday, we made it 1 year. Yesterday. By April 7, you should not be in your position, even though the law says, 2 years. When people raise it, now Senator McGill argument was, so who do we go to in case there is a violation of the code of conduct? No ombudsman. Who's supposed to set the ombudsman? The president reneged, and no one has been appointed. So who do we go to? So we let it go. We violated our own laws. Hey, man, have you forgotten? It is because of this law that some people were barred from contesting in 2017. Abu Kamara versus the National Election Commission. Go to Supreme Court opinion. Mr. Kamara was in violation. He was stopped by law because he violated the code of conduct. He resigned from his assistant minister position just a week before going to register for the election. Selena Paulson Mapping. Several people were denied. 2017. That is the time the Lord knew no one. Maybe it is coming now. The Lord knows no one this time around. Or like the last time. So some people pray and crave for the creation of the ombudsman. There we go. There we go. We now have an office of the ombudsman, and a counselor is appointed, waiting for confirmation, and the rest is going to be, let's watch out and see. Absolutely, I see no reason. I see no reason why a person who is not serving at the will and pleasure of the president should openly break a law like that and then looking for. Anyway, let's leave it at that. Let's leave it at that. The next point of discussion is the withdrawal of my uncle, Councillor Bobby Livingston, and others. Councillor Bobby Livingston, it is a presidential prerogative to do what was done. But let me add a little bit human on it, since we all are human. And some people, the fact that they got what they wanted, their sense of their human sense seems to be now far away from becoming a normal Liberian person. There are two ways. In my opinion, Councillor Livingston posts on Facebook. He did not make use of his emotional quotient. He didn't manage his emotion. What is emotional quotient? Emotional quotient is, or intelligence, or EQ, otherwise known as emotional quotient, is the ability to understand, use, and manage your own emotions in positive ways, to relieve stress, communicate effectively, emphasize with others, overcome challenges, and diffuse conflict. Let's look at the latter part of this statement. Diffuse conflict, overcome conflict, overcome challenges, and diffuse conflict. There is, and I don't want to be one of them, I'm not a lawyer, but a lawyer should know that a case is at the Supreme Court, and if you get into it like what I did, thank God I just bypass it. Any other statement could be equated to making it prejudice. He posted, allegedly, congratulating the president, thanking the president for the nomination, and the withdrawal. He does not regret any action, the role he played in the trial of the former Chief Justice, and went on to say he stands by his prosecution that there was no burglary into the Chief Justice's house and the murder that took place there. Since there was no evidence of intrusion, he insinuated that the conviction of the former Chief Justice was correct and he stands by it. And because of that, he insinuatedly said we were withdrawn. In my opinion, and I stand by this one, in my opinion, the Leonard Council says when let me deal with the councillor first. To have posted and made the public believe that your name was withdrawn because of this, as a government prosecutor, I admire you. Government goes, government comes. This one you posted. What if there was a vacancy on the Supreme Court bench and your name was nominated right now within the time just after posting, and then you were being nominated to the Supreme Court bench, and this case is before you. You are in chamber, and this case is before you. What will be your position? In my opinion, you should have just managed by saying, thank you, Mr. President. And people say there's reason on the letter. No, there's no reason mentioned on the letter. The withdrawal was just done like that. No reason. I got a copy of the letter here. I don't know why it slipped out of the Senate or the executive mansion. I don't know. There's no reason. But in my opinion, he should have managed his emotional intelligence not to post or insinuate the reason for which he was recalled. Hey, don't get me wrong. Do you know that this is Livingstone's second time being withdrawn from that same position? He was appointed by Ellen Johnson Sirleaf as Deputy for Public Affairs, Ministry of Information, and then he was withdrawn subsequently. This is the second time. I can imagine what he's going through. But when you depend on people with high IQ, and if they come below a little bit, that's why it can cause some of these public discourses all over. Magdalene, you disappear from, where are you? Oh, it's on the other side. Yeah, I didn't, sorry. You didn't, okay, you follow. No, I want to turn it into dialogue, but you just disappear from, I can see you from beyond this light. Okay. No, I don't just want to hear you. I want to see you. You get, yeah, because no light flashing in your face. For me, there's light stopping me from seeing you. So I can imagine what Bobby is going through, Councillor Livingstone is going through. But you should have served as one of those references, point of references where people can reference instead of insinuating publicly that he participated. The reason why his name is withdrawn because he served as one of the prosecuting lawyers for government. Yes, on Facebook. He said he has no regret serving on the prosecution team of the government prosecution team against Glorious Cat, and went on to say that there was no intrusion in the former justices home, insinuating that the conviction of the former Chief Justice, he stands by the conviction as one of the team members. In my opinion, he should have just left that. Since the letter to the Senate did not mention any reason for withdrawal, it is presidential prerogative. And for me, on the other side, I thought the Senate would have managed this very well. Yeah. Anyway, I can't even blame the senator, man. I can't blame the Senate. It just, Okay, so what was he recalled for the last time? Honor Ellen. Yeah, Honor. No. So you giving reasons? In my opinion, especially when it is at the Supreme Court, and this is a lawyer speaking. He is a Supreme Court lawyer. And all these things, any of us can say anything ignorantly. But this man is I just said, why if in a twinkle of an eye he would have been nominated to the Supreme Court bench? This is a friend of mine. A man I respect so, but sometimes we have to post some of these things to make somebody to carry out some of these commentaries.
On Facebook, by personal, professional, placing things on Facebook. Half here, our very good friend was breaking me with money. Then he said, "Oh, my name is on Facebook." I said, "Yes, I'm on Facebook. I place on Facebook professional information and I place those there. Other than that, I don't place my personal stuff where people can't be excited with me and stuff like that. No, I place fun. I'm a very happy person at all times, and I also place my professional work on Facebook. But to go to the extreme of putting sensitive information there, I don't do it. I don't do it. Maybe at the time I just came on Facebook 2012, that was when I just posted anything. But now I've gotten in education, and I still just at my level now, I don't just put anything on Facebook because I know that people follow me a lot and they not follow me, but they will see it, and yes, we all have to be very careful. So I'm not in support of people, especially what happens in places on Facebook and say because of this we should be careful. And sometimes we have to manage our emotional intelligence and have it because at certain level people expect a lot from you. So well, if this message reach him, it would be a little advice to him that I mean, let's be careful. It's not like let me just try to tease somebody. You cheat, walk somewhere in the corner and say, I'm gonna cheat. They want to like, yeah, I mean, they're not ready, sexual.
Oh, so why you want to bring it? Eh? Just wait to do it Friday. Say you alone will be on.
Funny names and just remain professional. And sometimes, yeah, that's it. Yeah.
All right, thank you. Thank you. That's how we go home on this edition
Thanks for the
of
monologue.
State of the Nation. Yes. So you do more of it. Let's watch and see.
No, not 2014. I've been on Facebook since 2012.
Who said 2014?
No, not 2014. I've been on a Facebook forever, and some of the memories when they come, I've been on Facebook. Yeah, we've been using Facebook. I've been somebody just drove Facebook. Yeah, oh, what an era.
Okay, thank you so much. That's how we go home on this edition.
All right, see you tomorrow by the grace of God.
And when this happens, when we allow freedom in, when we let it ring from every village and every hamlet, we will be able to speed up that day.